How you doing, guys? Great to see you here, and today I'm gonna bring you another deck profile today. Well, not today. You get the point. Anyways, so this is gonna be Uma without the ban list, because the ban list restriction got lifted, I think on the 16th of June, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. By the time I'm recording this video, ban list restriction has not been lifted, but I've been playtesting this deck. This deck is super boring. It's super good, insanely good, but it's too boring to play and boring to play against. Now, if this is your playstyle and you like it, yeah, all yours, for sure. The deck is cool. Again, not my style, not my roommate's style, not anyone's style for sure. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I really don't want to trash talk the deck. This is actually pretty good, so this could be probably the next meta-ish, or is a good meta contender for set 5. So yeah, anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the deck profile. So starting off with costs, let's start with the evolved deck. Thanks, it's simple. 2 copies of Special Week, 3 copies of Agnes Tachyon. These are going to be the only cards that you're going to be evolving into. Agnes adds you 1 spell back to your hand. Special Week, if you're in overflow, +1/+1 to all your Uma cards. So yeah, and it's a 3/3, so early game could just ram into stuff. But yeah, and 5 carrots. That's it. 5 carrots to round up the entire evolved deck. Now let's move into the main deck. So the main deck is a little bit weird for sure, but I feel like this is probably the best version of Uma you could play. So yeah, starting off, we're playing 2 copies of Mayana Top Gun. This guy is pretty good. The effect is it's a little bit weird for sure, but yeah, she has Rush. Fanfare, if you have 4 other Uma cards on the field, getting Storm, so this effect will come out a lot since it's a cost 1. The other effect is that Fanfare, if there are 5 more Uma Musume cards in your cemetery, it gets +2 attack. So yeah, a cost 1 that turns into a 4/1, it's a little bit scary for sure. But yeah. Next, we're playing a shit ton of spells that cost 1. We're playing Lampid Training of a Wish to Be. This is basically Angelic Snipe, and if you have a Racing Follower, deals 3 instead of 2. It's good. You mainly want to have this in your hand while you have Vodka on your field, so you can play on your opponent's turn, and well, deal Vodka will trigger giving +1/+1 to all your Uma followers on the field. So yeah, and if you have Daiwa, this gets played for free. So yeah. Next, we're playing Trial of Initiation. This is the card that got lifted out of the ban list. It fixes the deck a lot. It's super consistent. You see this, you're going to 2 cards the majority of the times. You could either go Trial of Initiation, hit another trial, play it again, and just basically go from there. It's insanely good. Or this could just hit Iconodictus, and it's stupid, to be honest. Like, that's like early game, you see this and Iconodictus, it's a one-way ticket to you already won. So and to round up the cost 1s, we have Flowers for You, gives +1 to 1 follower on the field, and draws you a card, and if it's a specific follower, it gets +1/+1 more. I'm not playing the follower, and I don't really see playing 3 copies of this card too good, because you need to have a follower on the field. It's not like this or this that you could just play it and deal damage. Either add 1 of 2 cards from your hand to the hand, from your deck to the hand, or just deal damage to any follower in your opponent's field. This, you must have something on the field, but you could just go turn 1 Mayana Top Gun, and then turn 2 Flowers for You into the Top Gun. And yeah, this is going to be a 3/1. So yeah, it's very annoying. Like I said, the cool thing about this, it has Rush. This gets rid of bell ringers early. So yeah, super good, super straightforward. So yeah, let's go with the cost 2 cards. For cost 2, the most expensive card in the deck, I think, Agnes Tachyon. When you play a spell, -1/-1 to something on your opponent's field, and yeah, that's it, literally. And on Evolve, I already explained it. Turns into a 3/3 and adds you one spell from your graveyard to your hand, so you can keep recycling the Trial of Initiations back to your hand and keep playing them over and over again until you get to your combo pieces. And well, yeah. Next, I'm playing 3 copies of Special Week. On Fanfare, you look at the top card. If it is an Uma follower, you add it to your hand. Uma card, you add it to the hand. All your deck is Uma. So, you basically, she just substitutes herself when you play her. So she's amazing. And obviously, it's a turn 2 card. You're going if you're going second, you can just evolve her. And it's just a 3/3. With Rush that will just get rid of anything annoying. The other thing you could do is just raise her, and I don't know, have like Lampet Witch to be, and yeah. But other than that, I just like the fact that she just asks you the top card of your deck to your hand. So yeah, it's good. I don't know how to say. Like, it's very straightforward. Make some noise. Amazing card. This is Surefire Bullet on crack, kinda. If you have an Uma follower on the field, it deals 4 damage instead of 3. So yeah, Uma has everything. So yeah, this is more of a card that I really like or might change, but it has come a lot since you basically just want to OTK your opponent. The main purpose is just to have Daiwa and either 1 or 2 vodkas and whatever else you vomit on your field. Daiwa just reduces the cost by 1, so this could be played for 1 cost. It gives follower Storm and +1/+1. I talked about this for Glory Finder. The fact that it just gives the Uma follower +1/+1 is just super annoying, and then on top of that, Vodka will give it +1/+1. So yeah, there are going to be some very big horses for sure. Vodka, when you play a spell, once per turn, +1/+1. If you have 2 copies of Vodka on the field, yeah, it's going to be very hard getting rid of them. So, good luck with that. And if there's Daiwa Scarlet on the field, she costs 2 less. So this could be played for 1 cost when the Daiwa's on the field. So if you have Daiwa and her in your hand, you can just wait until turn 5 and play both. Daiwa will search you for a spell. You basically search for either Trial of Initiation or Lampet Wish to be, and you could either play either of them, and yeah, Vodka will trigger, making them bigger, so at least it doesn't get hit by annoying cards. But yeah, next we're playing, this is kind of like a spot removal. This could be something else, but I really don't have anything else that comes to my mind that I would like to play. I was thinking of playing Narita Top Row just to draw 2 cards and discard 1 just to fill my graveyard, and so my Yano Top Gun could can get to that +2 attack early. But and the spot removal and +1/+1 on her is pretty good. You know, I really can't say much. She's just okay. You know, yeah. And by spot removal, I mean, be clear. On raise, she gets +1/+1 and adds, and you can choose one of your opponent's followers and adds it to your hand. That's it. Like yeah. Next, let me round up with the cost 3 because I got them mixed up with the cost 2. We're playing 3 copies of Ikuno Dictus, the other card that was restricted. This should be either choice restricted. You either play Ikuno Dictus or play Trial of Initiation. But obviously, Trial of Initiation, I feel like it's better, even though Ikuno Dictus has Ward. And on top of that, she looks at the top 3 cards of your deck and adds 1 Uma follower or amulet from among them to your hand. So basically your entire deck. So just filters 3 cards. You could go Ikuno Dictus into Ikuno Dictus, Iconodictus into Trial of Initiation. So you can kind of see how, you know, the deck is very consistent for sure. But yeah, and to round up the cost 3 cards, I'm playing 2 copies of Sakura. On raise, she gets +1/+1, and then select 1 Uma card from your cemetery and add it to your hand. This adds any card. It could be a follower, it could be a spell. So yeah, Trial of Initiation could be added back to your hand. Mayano Top Gun could be added back to your hand. Anything you need to for spot removal, like Lampit Witch, Trial of Initiation, make some noise, it could be added back to your hand. So you can kind of get the point. She is pretty freaking good. I was planning on playing another one, but like something else. But yet again, I feel like this one is better. I just like it, so yeah. That rounds up the lower cost Uma. Now let's go for the fat girls. So Daiwa, best card in the deck. You really want to see her in your opening hand, or at least a way to find her. This card is super freaking good. Unfanfare searches for any spell. The other effect is that the first Uma spell that you played on that turn will cost 1 less, so all your cost 1 will be for free. Then the other effect is if you play 3 spells that turn, when you play the third one, you choose a follower on the field and give it Storm. So yeah, you kind of see where the like OTKing your opponent comes into play. So yeah, I have done very stupid things with this. Played this having 1 vodka, 2 vodkas on the field, or just this vodka, Agnes Tachyon, dropping special week to add something back to my hand, and then playing Mayana Top Gun, so Mayana will have Storm, and you can just go ahead and play a spell for free, and if you have enough play points, yeah. This card is just stupid. I really don't have any words for it, but yeah. For another cost 4, the Manhattan card, my soul draws Raindrop Drums. This is just kind of like execution. Just yeah, select a follower on the field and destroy it. Well, not execution, it's more like Fiery Blaze, Embrace or something. This costs 2 less if you have 10 Uma cards in your graveyard. So this could be played for 1, or 3, or 2. To be honest, you could play this at any cost, to be honest. If you have Daiwa, if you have 10 in your graveyard, like I said, this deck is very stupid. It has you know, like, I don't know how to feel about it. It's just, yeah, this is boring for me. I'm sorry, you know. For cost 5, Rise Shower, she has Ward, Fanfare, deals 3 damage to a follower on your opponent's field, and puts the top 2 cards of your deck into the cemetery. When she dies, she adds any follower, Uma follower from your graveyard to your hand, except herself. So basically, you add Daiwa, you can add any Agnes that you have in your graveyard, anything, to be honest, that was in the graveyard and you need, and since she has Ward, yeah, it's pretty good. Obviously the spot removal is also good, getting, you know, dealing 3 damage. Sometimes you get rid of something, but yeah. And finally, to round up the entire deck, Aguri Cap, probably the best card. If you're playing against Swordcraft, you really want to see this card in your opening hand, because as soon as your opponents start swarming the field, Aguri Cap will just get rid of the entire field. So yeah, on effect, Strike, she deals 3 damage to each follower on the field. The other effect is that Fanfare, you can discard 2 cards, she gains Storm, another card with Storm, have fun. On raise, she gets +2/+1, and you can raise her up to 3 times. Let me see if I can kind of put it into perspective. You can pay 1, feed her once, you can feed her 2 carrots and pay 2 play points, and feed her twice, and so on for a third one. So she will get very big. Basically, you could just go ahead and feed a lot of carrots into her, and yeah, call it game. That's probably the only thing I can say. Obviously, a lot of people know about her, 'cause usually gets played in Discard Dragons. But yeah, that's it, to be honest. Like, I don't even know how to feel about the deck. It's just very, very good and annoying, and I don't know. The deck is just good. It's just boring to play. You know, that's the only thing I can say. Anyways, without further ado, hope you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't the best for sure, and I sounded very annoyed by the deck, but yeah, the deck is very good. I recommend it if you want to play on an event. This deck will probably be your best option. If you're moving into set 5, if you want to start playing on set 5, this deck will probably just be amazing. Obviously, getting your hands on Agnes is going to be a little bit annoying, but once you get your hands on Agnes, you're basically done from there. Everything else is pretty cheap. So yeah, that's it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.